Urban Nights, Urban Nights, Urban Nights. Well, I always think it's important to start off with a powerful image to open up the mind, to get the blood vessels flowing, to get the motherfucking dopamine. You hear me? And that's what a lot of that shit is on the screen, but as you see, a lot of that shit is not what it's about. Because man, you put that shit on the scale and bite you, it is true. In the words of the great Spasanito, young Spon himself. You hear me? Now, what I want to do is, you knew what was going to happen, right? Right? Not necessarily this picture, but the video itself, right? Because a lot of you seem to have some kind of little, I don't know what it is. You talk this Illuminati and all this, and people selling themselves, and you know this, you know that, but you're a Google scholar. So what do you know? Oh, in the video too, Keek ain't locked up yet, man. So my bad on that. I definitely want to make it seem like Gypsy doing nothing bad, nothing at all. But back to the story, right? You don't be doing no research. I mean, you don't even really be seeing what happened with the taco before you go down there, before you put your whole mouth around that motherfucker like you fixating it for like a breast up out of KFC. You hear me? So anyway, moving right along, and that's for the boys and the girls, because a lot of y'all be nasty and not classy at all. Go to the bathroom, do your due diligence, and don't even wash your hands. I mean, like, for real? Y'all motherfuckers, boy, be on some grumminess. But we gotta overstand a few things, right? There's a lot of oppositions against people such as Gypsy, right? People who walk the craft, stand tall, and do what they're supposed to do, work their altars, deal with what they have to do with gemstones, everything that it takes, right? Now, we don't normally dive in, but I've been told in a way that it's something that I need to kind of give you. So later on, we're going to give you something, right? But I also want you to overthink that if a person was to give you anything, then fuck you talking about? Pig. I mean, it's like old school motherfucking handing you the bag. I mean, motherfucking handing you the bag, you know what time it is. You got to bring that back with the cheese, the crumplets, and the whole nine, right? Now, I also want you to pay attention too, as well, to the image on screen. Because as in the video before, I do gotta kind of break it up. Because there are some people who feel a certain type of way. Hey, I'm over here doing what I do. You hear me? Now, all praise the ancestors. All praise the ancestors. All praise the ancestors. I don't care if you don't like it. Personally, ain't my problem. I'm gonna make it do what it do. Anne Marie is devout to me. She is beautiful. She is magnificent. She is to be revered. Yeah. Anyway, moving along, right? Now, what I want you to do, I want you to really take time and I want you to think over things in history. In his story, right? And you need to look at it and overlook at it. And when you put it down together, and you tie them laces back up, and you get to run down that track, and when that verse plays on that, yeah, you holla Gypsy. So, there are some swindles, there's some lies, there's some treason. I mean, you even got people like top brand designer, red carpet, making witchcraft baskets. And look, we ain't got to mention no names, all right? We know what time it is. Right? Okay. So, what I need you to do too is overstand a few things. A lot of it has to do with not just cognitive dissonance. It has to do with the fact of where you put your energy, your focus, your time, how you align yourself each day into going to the tasks, the deeds, you understand me? Into attacking them each strategically. Making sure that you can go forth and knock them all down with the domino effect. You hear me? So, in doing so, what you see in front of you, you can say what you want to say. We all work hard for it. Got to have it. You can be Amish or not. You can do whatever you want to do. You always have more than one decision, as Gypsy always tells you. However, what I fuck with and what I do, I bust my ass in my 9 to 5. You hear me? And my 9 to 5 ain't 9 to 5. It could be a 9 to 6. It could be a 3 to 4. It could be a whole weekend. As a matter of fact, Gypsy got to go out of town. That's another reason why this video was important. Why I'm here with the altars and ancestors directly with me. You hear me? Do what you do. Make sure that you're aware. Because if your whole brain, all 3 mental faculties, cannot sit there and tell you that that is correct, 9 out of 10, it's going to be an issue later on. Now, as in all things, a lot of people who, once again, are put in front of you are not just necessarily heroes, leaders. Some not even authoritative figures. Sometimes it's just straight puppets. However, the point of the thing is, when someone once again gives you something, no matter what power level or position, here on earth we speak, as far as physically walking, you owe. What you talking about? So, the veil is in many levels. With bold statements and just obvious, I mean, things that you could basically just say as you're ordering a coffee, and it could just kill half of the Mickey Mouse Lick'em Lows. We gonna do just that. And we gonna stand tall. USN, we gonna make sure we rocking out and we doing what we supposed to do. You see, we got bigger issues going on right now. We still spending trillions of dollars, billions of dollars, yearly, tri-yearly, on war budgets, on NASA and other space programs, explorations of the sea, other things that have nothing to do with spending time and resources on the people, the money, the schools, the education, the liberation, the salvation for the nation. You hear me? So, Gypsy told you he would give you a little something, because I was told that I needed to do a little something a little bit more. And I'm going to do just that. So, I cannot enhance this for you at all, besides what it already says. It's simply for what it is. Now, this is something that I would say would work for you, right? But once again, it's not a recruiting thing. It's just something that you might want to have, right? Because it's like anything else. I mean, if you go to someone's coffee shop and you buy coffee there, and they like the coffee, and you say, "Well, damn, what would you prefer?" Kind of that kind of situation. You hear me? Coffee shop type situation. So we also want to talk about the right coffee, the right ingredients in the coffee, and so forth and so on. Now, I got to admit, right? Gypsy gotta keep it totally 52,000%, right? Yeah, it's true. Some of this stuff Gypsy does take, right? Because it's in some of everything. And I happen to have a weakness for certain kind of coffee creamer. And yeah, it's just not good. And I've been trying different ways to vent off of it. Gypsy might have to stop just taking coffee the way he takes it. So far, it's been working. Yeah, it ain't pretty. But I have not bought it anymore since then. And, well, I guess now that it's on record, I probably won't be able to do that anymore. I have to go different. But that's the point of the sacrifice. It's the recognition and the ritual of the recognition that there is a fucking problem. You hear me? Because if you can't enjoy your bubble gum, you can't even rub hand sanitizer. And that's the other thing. Like, do you really overstand what hand sanitizer is? I mean, like, where do you think it go? Oh man, oh man. Look, I decided I had to also bring back certain photos for the usuals here. For those who've committed. Appreciate you. And you know, Gypsy love y'all. Gypsy. It's important that I take you back and I remind you what you did yesterday and the day before that. And, you know, if I got to go with the whole brandy, what you did last summer with your dog ass. Now, see, a lot of y'all, you don't even be chucking a child. You don't be straddling the fence. You don't be doing a lick 'em low. You just be straight deep throating a whole motherfucker. Not even like on a sexual organ, just like the whole person. You gotta let certain shit go. Over and understand that it's not just about the self preservation. It's not just about the family. It's not just about extending that. It's not about finding the great depths of oneself. It's about taking all those beautiful things and making that collage, making that casserole, that lasagna, that spaghetti your auntie and them be making. You in? You in? Whew, with that fire, with that cheese bread, with the garlic on that thing. Yeah, well, see. No. We gonna keep it moving right along. Go back to the video. So I be getting too caught up with y'all sometimes. See, but you know, Gypsy love you, so I gotta take care of you, right? Right? Okay. So now, a lot of these people here, y'all will be sitting up here and you were telling me as you listening to them, rocking with them, jocking them, going to their concerts, music videos at work, all kind of shit you ain't got no business doing, like them Valentine's Day cards y'all just got to passing out, and them Christmas cards and everything else that y'all do on the daily. You hear me? With them text messages and in them DMs that you know you ain't got no business doing because half y'all married or in some kind of so-called monogamous relationship. But moving right along, right to the video again. See. You know, I got to bust that ass, though. See, it's important that I bust that ass as I show you the love. You hear me? How you gonna say that they doing this and doing that and you still rocking with them? So, what you doing? Are you the one selling your soul? Are you the one trying to find that way? See, you better cut it out. Sit your little ass down somewhere. You hear me? Until you really go buy some books, you go talk to some people, you done sat in some kind of circle to actually talk to more than 2 or 3 people in the covenant, you don't know shit. You hear me? Half y'all ain't made it to the 10th grade, and the other half went to college and was just partying, sucking dicks, and eating pussy. You need to sit up here and stop playing because when it comes to this real shit, it's about blood, nothing else. You hear me? So, with that being said, into that quick recognition and that quick realization of the situation, with no hesitation or no persuasion, just pimp tactics. You hear me? So, what we need to do is, I want to remind you that if someone was to take some type of oath, some type of bond, some type of decree, it'd be to a deeper level than you would think it would be. ain't no shit that you saw on no movie, no TV. Fuck you talking about. Now, before I do say any more, I will say this. There have been people who have exposed certain things. Oh, yes, it is true. Like in everything else, you have your whistleblowers, your white hats, your heroes, which come from Hey Root, by the way. But, that's neither here nor there. Because, y'all be talking, I say one day and niggeroni the next day. You hear me? Some of y'all be pepperonis. But it be whatever it be when it can be polyoxin free. You hear me? So, how do you go from bumming, no corn, no rye, or living a regular 9 to 5, and all of a sudden you living on the hillside? It don't necessarily just work that way. You hear me, Gypsy? Everything takes work. And y'all be acting like their industry is different than ours. I work a regular 9 to 5 like all y'all. I work 6 days a week. Like I said, I'm about to go out of town for a couple of days. That's what we do in my type of line of work and with my type of company. That's how we rock out with the cockouts on daily. We go say the world, we the Avengers. That's what we do. But anyway, you have to think about that. And even Benny Siegel broke this thing down to you. And do your research on the big homie Benny Siegel and stop trying to sit on people who've been on top and they might not be what they once was and now they become something less. That ain't never been true, baby. Because real fans or real believers or real extended family or real followers or whatever word play you want to use on that, love is love. That's it. Now, there are people in the third world who do have real problems. But you ain't talking about them. You talking about yourself. And you still got a 9 to 5. You still got shoes on your feet. But to the video, right though, baby? You trying to say people like the King and other people like that, they doing high? See? You ain't gonna say that on his IG as you're following him, or you're messing around and you're goosenecking. But then you talk about all this other type of situations, and once again, you still ain't read your Bible, your Quran, you ain't read the book of Job, or nothing else. You ain't even sat back to read the New Testament. Even when they break these books down and lower the dividends and so forth and so on, you don't know nothing about the Pentateuch. You ain't sat back and compared that to the Book of the Dead, as they so-called call it, in other situations. What about Nimrod? Serapis? The list goes on. When are you going to do real research? If it was them Nike J's or it was just that new Star Wars movie or something coming out, you already had the tickets and already had the giblets and the whole, so forth and so on, the party favors and everything. Motherfucker, all of a sudden, you... Oh, man. Look, before you get too hypey and too overzealous sometimes and you quick to bust out your magnums that you don't all the way fit, you decide to go over there and humiliate yourself with some other situations, you better sit back and get your game tight and understand one thing. Everybody got to pay what it costs. Now, you might be sponsored. You might have some type of deal. You might have something else going on. That might be the hand that's dealt. However, to go from this to something that's super high class, you did do something. Might be something you might be proud about. Might be something you're not. Half y'all been doing that at the jobs and everything. Anyway, been grabbing ankles and shit. Come on now. Motherfuckers already come pre-lube with the motherfucking KY. I'm talking about, look. Prepackaged, you hear me? Prepackaged. And they got enough nerve to talk about somebody else's grand hustle. Look, You do what you do and you stop worrying about other people. That's the whole point again. You understand? Self-preservation is one of the key essentials. You got a key to your car, you got a key to your house, maybe a couple of signs. Yeah. Look, to get to the top and to have all the things people want to, I guess, lust or look or seek after, you got to do the work. That's it. Work. All them people been telling you all know for how long what they do. You know, even to recently, was that a year and a half or whatever it was or so ago with, Rick Ross with the seizures, stuff that happened to Lil Wayne with his seizures. They used to talk about the stuff that happened with Janet Jackson, Madonna, Prince. I mean, the list goes on. It's lonely and it's hard at the top. It ain't for everybody. You hear me? And that's why you don't do the shit that you say you do. Half y'all still borrowing clothes and hiccups. You hear me? Motherfuckers don't. And what I mean by hiccups, you still taking motherfuckers' stories and livelihoods and impersonating and putting your copy and pasting and doing photoshopping yourself and this and that. The third, y'all motherfuckers is beyond crazy with the bullshit and the shenanigans. You hear me? It's gone too far. So you need to look in the mirror, see the love. You hear me? That I do love you, for I love you, I love you. That's that old school Stevie Wonder when it's somebody's birthday. You feel me? And it ain't even the fact that it's this day birthday. Just the fact you gonna do the Stevie Wonder version. You just get too little excited. Yeah, that part. You see me? So you need to not get put up in the room. Not be taking no oaths. Putting stuff on your body and stuff in your house or in your mind that you don't know where it's gonna lead, baby. Because there are a lot of situations you can get caught up for and it don't wash off. You hear me? And I ain't talking no blood stains. We talking about some stuff that you might not be found and nobody might not be coming around. You gotta make sure, and I want to be clear, the wordplay, the cognitive dissonance, the entitlement, the narcissistic ass activities, the fake OCD. Put down the boo boo and quit the bullshit. There's bigger things going on. You gotta be you and stop other people's judgment of who you should be or could be. Or look. Ain't nobody gonna ever know you but you. And maybe the person in America. Some of y'all don't do that, and I ain't mad at you either. You hear me? But whatever you are, wherever you are, whoever you are, you do you, because there's somebody there for you, and it's probably about 30, 40, 50 of them motherfuckers. See, stop overlooking and pay attention. You see, they always say it's the devil in the details. You hear me? And if this is true, that's what you're looking for, then why not go find it, baby? Because half y'all be out there looking for the real wrong things and using the wrong tools and not really happy. Some people be depressed and be letting you know. And then when they get on stage, they got their job to do. Because it's hard to do the work. It's hard to do the work that people think that they can do. You see, when you're out there spending the cash, the money, you're on vacation, you're traveling, you're doing what you do. You making it do what it do in a whole other way. You understand me? That's that one where you automatically get the ladies get a little wet, the men get the little fake, little chubby real quick. You hear me? That's when you really doing what you do. You gotta understand a few things. You do the hard work. You put in the almost sometimes inhuman response, capabilities, task deeds. I mean, you shatter time limits. I mean, sometimes you yourself have actually lost time. You hear me? It's important that you remember that because people, no matter who you are, I mean, they hate on the Pope. You understand? I mean, Jesus was put on the cross. You hear me? You gotta understand that people are gonna have their way, so you might as well have yours. So it ain't just about the ops, some kind of fake ass so-called Illuminati and all this other shit. Now, I ain't gonna sit up and tell you that the powers to be, that the Federal Reserve don't exist. I ain't sure in the hell ain't gonna tell you that there ain't no such thing as a trilateral commission and this and that. Third, United League of Nations and the list and the list and the list goes on. However, they ain't the only ops. You gotta break that mold. You gotta come strong each and every time. And this is like sometimes, fellas, for the fellas in the room, when that shit don't work, you gotta get down and make it do what it do. Do not be a carbon copy. Never settle for less. If they ain't got what you need to do a pushing. Hey, if they ain't got the right food, then it's a day for fasting. That's that old school out pass. You hear me? You never gonna allow someone to control or manipulate you or to try to put you in a position that you feel uncomfortable just because you're outnumbered or you feel like you'll be outcast. I'd rather be the black sheep than be one with the booty hole and fucking busted the fuck. What are you talking? Look, you got important meetings. You got things you got to do. You got to handle your business. That takes planning. That takes to be strategic. That takes to be organized. These are things that we all have to work on. I have to work on daily. It's not natural. You're used to going from one task to one deed to the other, just like anything else. But you have to stop and you have to think. Remain conscious. What's going on? Sometimes you gotta unplug and get off the drugs. Sometimes you gotta detoxify, but keep on the dopamine. Keep it rocking. Never be afraid to make a change because it's not about what the ops or anyone else will think. It's about how it makes you feel. That feeling, that sexual healing. you gotta do you. You hear me? Because when the call come and you owe, you want to make sure you owe for the right reasons. Because if you done did other things and you let people on, and for some of y'all who ain't really been taking off that tookie and nookie and cookie for them sugar daddies and mamas, yeah, they coming for that ass. You hear me? And understand that it's for some fake ass paper. It's what we all working for. Whether it's the paper check or it's the paper that you gotta go get from the damn place that's so called the bank, which ain't nothing but a retail store who get their money delivered just like the damn corner store get their Doritos. Break that spell and understand and understand that we all got the same situation going on. We all going through the struggle, and the struggle has to be more than beautiful because we got each other and we got the dopamine, and some of us still got the GMO on our genes. You hear me? The whole point of it all is that we gotta put down the boo boo and start getting the gigging and the loving. Let's bring some Woodstock 2019 exclusivers beyond. You hear me? It's important to have those cookouts and still those little kids barbecues at the parks and so forth and so on, because it gets not only the family together, but it ties you, nature, the harmony, the elements, everything that is going to need to perfect that equation. It's going to give you that push. It's going to give you that thrust. It's going to make sure that you're aware, because you do owe. We all owe. You hear me? You got that house, you got that car, whether it's paid for or not. You still got you still gotta cut the electrical bill. You still gotta pay the water. You still gotta put groceries up in there. Hopefully you get some good food too. Don't have me still be putting up these good damn receipts up here. You hear me? Don't have me bust that ass, okay? I will bust that ass. You hear me? Make sure you take care of your business. It's very important. It's to the most highest level of pertinency that you get out there and you rock out with the cock out or the tatas on orangutan on a daily, and not allow them suckers or them ops to come over there and be vampires and leeches that they do be in, and they like to come when you least expect it because you owe and you wasn't truthful about your intentions, or you took more, or you decided that, hey, I need a loan. The people you involve yourself with, you put yourself around, met the people that you have some type of business with. I don't care what you call it, what it is, what level it is. Situations it can go from a quiet storm, KBLX, dear old school. Hey, look, it can go from a quiet storm to some real hood. You need to make sure that you honest in things. Y'all got these POF, these Badus, these Reddits. I mean, yeah, do you read these stories? I need to see. Once again, you need to stop watching the TV so much and pick up. And that was on the screen. Cause these dudes right here, they coming and they swinging, and it's they ain't gonna lie. Cause you owe. And when you owe, it's on site. Ain't that old school? Ain't that what you be talking about? A whole bunch of gang shit? Yeah, okay. Yeah. A lot of it always starts off as anything else. It starts off from the beginning. Is that not what we said in the video? As a parent, an elder, someone who's supposed to be looking out, don't get fucked up. Alright? Alright. That's all I gotta say. And when you see it and you don't look out, yeah. Yeah. Fifth. And it goes on both sides, right? Because it's like a lot of y'all. See, I be wanting to get off the cognitive dissonance, the Mandela effect, the butterfly, the cut out the boo boo. It's not cute. It's not funny, and innocent people are being hurt because people are seeing things unaware and they ain't speaking on it. And I've already done I already did a very deep video about the pizza game. Right? Right? Right. 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 And so you need to handle your business. You gonna speak up for a terrorist? You speak up for a terrorist. Yeah. Because as I always tell you, you gotta party to the bag. But if you party to the bag and you're not really partying to the bag, it's a few reasons probably why. Oh yeah. And it's deeper than what we just talked about. Because a lot of y'all might already be, you probably going on your way already pre-lubed the fuck up. You feel me? You feel me? Yeah, it's true. In the words of Sponzanito, it's true. You need to see yourself in a different way than even what's obviously in front of you. Period. Because it's not what you see, it's where you're going. Gypsy. And you always got the other ops. It's just like in a movie. It's just like in the comics. It's just like in the anime. There's always another villain. That's why you gotta have your shit tight when you step out the door. You already gotta be 100 done. You hear me? I don't understand the point of wearing $200 or $300 shoes and the motherfuckers ain't even laced. So when I come over to knock you the fuck up out them motherfuckers, it's gonna be easy just to raise you up out there for them trophies, right? Okay, that's what I thought. And see, the thing about Gypsy, right? I ain't never claimed to be hood, don't want to be hood. I've always been the one that sought the knowledge from all of these things instead of just incriminating myself and being a part of it directly. Not saying I haven't done my due diligence as well. However, I enjoy being a square because it's more important to be a witch and do this real work than do the harm as others do. I ain't out here to try to leech and sap suck and take nothing from you. If I gotta do a 9 to 5, that's what I gotta do. I chose my path. For those who decide to do other things, I operate them for what they do. We all got our own path. But you ain't gonna leech and suck off of me. There are such things as real vampires. You see, once again, I ain't gonna even hit you with the CG, the CD. Just get a cognitive distance. You hear me? You know what it is. You know what it is, and we gonna stop playing with it, right? You are fascinated even by some of the most crazy things. And some of the things y'all be doing, like digging between your feet and then rubbing it on your nose and Gypsy. Yeah, well, there are more than one type of leech, and there's one more way to skin a cat. And you skin a cat around me, you better have that knife sharp, because you're going to need to use no more than this cat. Now, with this being said, and the receipts being given, as in many videos, there's always a choice to be made, right? It's always it's not a damned if I do, damned if I don't. It's called being decisive. Brainstorming. Getting your rational mind. That dopamine, you can make the right decision. Helping with that extra voices in your head talking to you. It'd be funny when you listen to that motherfucker when you need to get that motherfucker extra hot on it. You know what I'm talking about? It's funny when you be listening when she trying to push that motherfucker out like a babe. Babe. Cause some of y'all be over there doing a little bit more than sucking, fucking, licking, and chewing. And I know about the sexual magic. You see, we know who Aleister Crowley is. And we know about Tantra. We know about the tarot cards. Aphrodisiacs, as you call them. And just regular fruits and herbs. You see, all these things can be used for good or bad nature. Which a lot of y'all already over there right now. See, y'all some cold. I gotta get the J King on that one. You hear me? Y'all cold. Y'all some cold pieces. Cold. Ice cold. Talk about them 1 minute and love them the next. Look. Don't do that. Stand tall, stand for nothing. Glass and bleach is cheaper. You hear me? Look, as I said in all my other videos, some of these people ain't nothing wrong with them. They making it do what it do. Have you not loved them, admired them for that? Anyway. Now for this picture, I can't say too many people I personally fuck with like that. Probably with maybe, Wheezy. A lot of these other cats, I don't even know who it is. And they ain't zooming in and going back and none of that funny shit. Nicki ain't never really been in all that. Marvelous had killed all these bitches. She didn't dead way back in the 90s. But anyway, moving right along. Let's see here. What do we have? You know what it is. Like I said, it's a circular thing. And once again, it's back in your face. Because I had to whoop that ass. I told you, I will whoop that ass. Now, we do know besides going in, extended vacation, I gotta get this job call, that you do gotta have some time off. Unplugging, reverse of the chugging. Is important. Downtime, time to realign, allow the body to detoxify. It's important. Fuck you talking about. Half of y'all be having bad experiences in other situations because your ass be on to her. Pit. So, you need to put it down for a minute. Let it breathe. Even if that motherfucker get the phone call and he be like, damn, you motherfucker, bro. Like, I love the money, but damn, bro. it's important, once again, that people around you that care about you, that love you. You see, Gypsy can't be there all the time. You see what I'm talking about? You have to keep the people around you that love you and give a fuck about you. And that's why it's important not to judge. Wow. See that? Well, anyway, going back in, right? 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 Right. Right. Going back in, right? So, with your boy Noriega, right? Noriega, right? He did explain to you, as we were talking about earlier in the conversation, right? That there is a level that once you get too high, you do have to make a decision. Now, obviously, Nori made his decision. He's happy with that. A lot of time has gone by, and the dude doing good, man. He got his own show. He got his own platform. He eating. He shining. He looking good. He healthy. That's what's up. I'm glad to see the God and the Don doing this thing. I even used to follow him a couple of well, actually, it was quite a few years ago when he was on a weight loss journey and he was working out on the beach, eating healthy and doing all much shit. I was glad to see the Don doing good. Now, to this dude. Now, I never try to do direct exposés, right? For this person right here, Mr. Paul Mooney, very funny, prolific writer, great pen, other things, right? Now, this gentleman right here, right, was also exposed because he tries to do a lot of expose about Hollywood, the rituals, and mudras, and calling people devil worshippers and this and that, the third. Now, you do know I'm going to bust that ass because Richard Pryor was the one that came out and let it be known about you going to suck some little old white man dick, but you won't let him come in your mouth so they can get their show up and going with your chucking and chive. Gypsy. Yeah, I had to bust that ass real quick. You hear me? You hear me? All right. Now, moving right along. Many people have, once again, so the dude at the top right and the one at the bottom middle. I'm not fucking with them people. Gandhi, Marilyn Monroe, Norma Jean, you can keep them. You hear me? Some other people, I'll fucks with. Now, moving right along, many people have told you, exposed to you, did what they supposed to do. They did their due diligence. What you gonna do? Where you want to be at? Are you too worried about the things that was shown earlier in the video? Or are you really trying to go somewhere? You see, over here, USN, our intentions, our purpose is to get you to be the greater version of yourself. The $1 Million Teachings have to deal with craft work. Everything, once again, that is sought after has to go through so much pressure, torment, heat, cold, and everything else to come to that refined state. Like some of the wicked ass food y'all eat. With them vitamins and shit. Motherfucker, do you know what a supplement is? Look that shit up. You hear me? Gypsy, love you. This is USN. You need to unplug for a while, baby. And we gone. Gypsy.